Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing great. This is Rishabh this side, and I represent Montana State University of Billings, that is in USA. And before I begin this live session, I would like to thank Destination Next, and especially Mr. Gokul Shah and his team for conducting this live session, especially for you guys, so that we can come down and can actually help you understand that what exactly the university is all about and what are the courses we have, what are the fee structure we have, and apart from that, we can even ensure that we give you all the correct and right guidance. So before I begin, I would like to let you know the current COVID situation. Obviously not in India, in US, because I think that's where I'm sure that if you have tuned into, so that's where you're planning. So basically in US, the COVID situation is definitely much under control. For the reason being, it's a superpower, it's a super economy, and they've got that great medical and health systems as well. So they ensure that none of the candidates who are migrating from abroad countries, they get trapped into this virus. Okay, now looking forward, now taking a step ahead. So Montana State University of Billings, that is located in Billings. Billings is a beautiful city. I'll let you know what exactly the city is all about. I'll even let you know what Montana is all about, and I'll slightly share some information about USA, why you should choose USA, and why exactly USA should be in your mind, and what makes USA one of the best destination for all the candidates. But before that, I'll definitely update you that in USA, especially in the university, that's Montana State University of Billings, the entire institution has been well sanitized, has been well maintained, properly kept. All the necessary required steps has been taken. They have hybrid classes, that is, online and offline both. So what benefit it drives is that you come in less contact with people. I understand that USA is doing great when it comes to beating down the corona and the and its crisis. Obviously, they have that edge, medical edge over other countries as well. But still, it's always good to stay precautions on our to have our own precautionary measure. So basically, let me tell you that Montana is one of the most beautiful states in USA, one of the most visited states in the entire USA. A lot of people throughout the year, at least 10 million people throughout the year in USA, they go to Montana because of its magnificent beauty, covered with hills, mountains, natural lush green environment, and this makes it a perfect place for any students to study there, because it lends you a lot of mental peace, because I believe that environment is extremely important for any student who are planning to study there. Okay, now I'll come forward, yeah, on the university side, that what exactly the university is all about, where exactly it is located. So Montana is located on the northwest of America, that is on the extreme top of America. So what does that mean? That actually means that it is very nearby Canada. So let's say during your study time, during your free time, if you guys are willing to travel to Canada, explore new culture, explore new city or new country altogether, you have a very easy access to it. So that's what Montana is all about. But yes, I'll before I come down to courses, the fee structure, the admission requirements are extremely easy. So stay tuned. I'll definitely update you more on the city side and the university altogether. So basically, Montana is established in 1927. 1927. So obviously, it's a very old institution, very old, very credible, and has produced a lot of alumni throughout the ages. And trust me, the older the institution, the better it is. Why? Because it is always preferable by a lot of employers, and they know they accept, they understand that the quality education and the kind of the graduates and the kind of graduates basically that they produce every year, they are much more smart. Second, it's a public comprehensive university, so it's a public university. You need not worry. So obviously, if it's US public university, I think that's cherry on cake, and that's, I think, a best combination, I believe. They have got like a lot of programs. There are many programs available which I'll be shedding light to. Second, it's the third largest university in the Montana university system. It's the third largest university, so again that makes it a very favorable university for all the candidates and for all the employers to recruit great number of students. It is spread across 118 acres of land. So 118 acres means a small town, not a small town, but basically a small town like kind of a thing. So there you can do there you can get into a lot of activities, whatever you like within the campus itself. They have got great classrooms, they have got great musical nights, they have got sports facilities, they've got gym, you've got, you name it, you have it in the campus itself. Because campus life is extremely important for every student who are planning to study, because campus life is something that you always remember throughout your life. Okay, now coming forward about the city. So the city where you're going, where you're investing your time in, obviously you're going to invest your money, your time, your energy in your studies, but you also need to know that what exactly the city is all about. So, what is Montana? Montana basically means mountains. Okay, it's a Spanish word. So, as the name says, it is completely located across the mountains. Second, downtown Billings. Okay, the Billings is especially very much the city. Okay, I mean the downtown, the main city area is very much near from the MSUB campus. So let's say if you're from Gujarat or if you're from Punjab or if you're from any part of the India, you find a lot of shops, restaurants, cafes, and theaters. So that makes it very much easy getaway, and you can access a lot as much as you want. And especially we being in Gujarat, and let's say if some of you are from Punjab as well, or maybe other territory too, we find a lot of stores. We find a lot of Indian groceries. So that makes it very much easy and very much convenient for us to survive and to stay there, right? Second, Montana is the fourth biggest state in the entire USA, and Montana is known for its safe and clean environment and ideal for study. So it's very safe. I mean, in USA, we get a lot of doubts and we get a lot of queries. People say that it's not that safe. It's not like that. It's actually very safe. It depends on how you're living there, where you're living there, and what exactly you are getting best out of it. So again, as I said that it is a place where a lot of tourists get in. So obviously you see a lot of people around, you see a lot of restaurants, a lot of cafes, a lot of theaters around. Montana has a very pleasant atmosphere environment throughout the year. It basically experiences all kind of weathers and all kind of season. Right from the spring to rain to winter. So everything is so pleasant that makes it very much feasible for you guys to study and to focus in your to get best out of your time there. So yeah, that makes it happen. Now I'll tell you some factual information about MSUB. This is extremely factual. Okay, so I won't beat around the bush. Well, it has been ranked by Forbes magazine as one of the best places for business. So Forbes magazine, I'm sure you must have heard about it. It's a huge publication group. So it's the best place for business. So let's say if you're planning to get into business, if you're planning to get into IT, if you're planning to get into any sort of healthcare, Montana is the place for you. That's the place where you should invest. Why? Because it's got low cost, not much cost, and the education system is amazing. And apart from that, the best part about Montana is that there are ample of opportunities, like great job opportunities. So again, as I said, that obviously I'll be highlighting information about Montana State University. That's obviously after a few minutes. And but before that, what exactly you can do, what exactly it can offer? As I said, that it is located in completely lush green hills and mountains. So you can get the idea. The best thing you can do there is get into camping, skiing, rock climbing, mountain biking. You can get into concerts. You have tax-free shoppings. You got a lot of movies. You got free music concerts. Backpacking, hiking. So if you're kind of a person who loves adventure, who loves to get into adventurous activities, which I believe everyone should get into it. So this is the place. Everything is so nicely accessible, right? Again, one more thing before I get into it. You can Google it down. There is this place called Yellowstone and Glacier National Park. It is one of the best places in the United States. One of the best places, a prominent spot basically. So you guys just can go there and spend really good time there in the midst of nature. So that's what it is all about. Well, on Montana, all I would like to say is, we've got bachelors, we've got masters, and we've got associate pathway programs as well. So let's say if you're planning for pathway, you should have given your class 12th, and if you're planning for bachelors, again you should have given your class 12th. And there are some English requirement too, which I'll let you know. So about English requirement, you should have given your IELTS, your TOEFL, or your PTE. All are accepted. IELTS we require 5.5. In case if you haven't given your IELTS, it's alright, we can still apply for your bachelor's. IELTS is not that mandatory, but then there is another exam which is mandatory, which you have to go there and you have to appear there, right? So again, that is known as intensive English language program. So I'll update you about intensive English language program. See what exactly Montana is all about. That in case if you haven't given your IELTS exam or your any English language, you can give your IELP, intensive English language program. That is the duration is around like 2 to 3 months, and you will end up paying your fees will be around like $3,000 extra that you have to pay. And there are like 6 levels. You have to clear all the 6 levels. If you don't, you have to reappear again. So it's better that you should go and you should approach your IELTS first. In case if you haven't done your IELTS, I would suggest you to visit the team destination next, and especially Mr. Gokul Shah. They'll advise you, they'll give you the right guidance at what exactly should be done. So yeah, please do not worry about that. Okay, so now I'll give you some information about the courses. So on courses, we have got a lot of courses in bachelor's. right? We have got it for, like, if you're planning for biology, if you're planning for broad field science education, if you're planning for business administration, if you want to specialize in accounting, finance, general business management, marketing, so you have got business. If you We have it chemistry, we have got it for communication arts. We have it in English if you want to get specialization to English. We have got health and human performance, health and wellness. Believe me, US is always in a great requirement for candidates who are investing their career in health and wellness, because they are always in demand. The jobs are all time high. But again, I won't be giving you information on jobs because I'll be more focused towards the university. Second, you've got information system, which is a new age, the new program. So that's what it is all about. And apart from that, you have got a lot of other fields as well. If you want, you can get into native, you can get into music as well. Yes, we have got study options for people who are planning to build their career in music too. So, and I know that music is something now, a thing of a career, as it was not before, like, few years. So that's what bachelor's is all about. Now I'll tell you what exactly are your requirements for your bachelor's. We need your class 10th, class 12th. You should have scored at least 55% in your class 10th and 12th, because yes, you have to prove your academic proficiency. It's great if you could have appeared for your IELTS. I think IELTS would definitely work out well. TOEFL is fine. Duolingo is again fine, and PTE2 is fine. In PTE, around, you should have got somewhere around 45 to 50. So just don't worry about that. That's pretty much feasible. If you just work hard, I'm sure you can surely get there. Okay. Now for undergraduate again, and then we need all your certified copies, right? You can just scan it. You can obviously, that Destination Next is right place to get your own guidance from. And we all need your English translations as well. So that is something like very much important. So that's all we require for bachelor's. Fees for bachelor's is around, you can say, 19,000 US dollars. It's 19,000 US dollars. Then you pay 1,500 and extra for your books, right? And your living expenses would be around like 8,500 US dollars. Now, living expenses are very much subjective. It completely depends on you, that what exactly you're planning, how you're planning to survive, how you're planning to live. So 8,500 can give you great and a decent living. But I've seen a lot of people, surviving at 6,000 US dollars a year, or maybe 7,000 US dollars a year. So it all depends, like, what are your preferences in life, and what exactly you really want to do, and what best you want to fetch out in your life. So that's what it is all about. Now again, coming down to masters. For masters, again, the requirement is same. We require 55% throughout your academics, right? So that means your class 10, class 12, your bachelor's, and the gap is acceptable. Do not worry. Let's say if you've done your masters, and if you've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years of gap, that's completely fine. We can definitely process, as long as your documents are speaking for you, as long as your documents are justifying your potentials. So yeah, that should not be a problem. We have got graduate programs for health professionals especially. So we've got Masters of Science in Athletic Training. We've got Masters of Science in Clinical Rehabilitation and Mental Health Counseling, and we've got Masters of Health Administration. So again, as I said, that USA is the place where health will always be in demand, and there are a lot of people a lot of employers who are seeking healthcare professionals, because they ensure that a person should be well educated and should have the right knowledge. In athletic training is quite similar to the physiotherapy, where you definitely deal with a lot of people who are interested in sports or who are involved in sports. Clinical rehabilitation and mental health counseling is one of the things, is what we are seeing today, especially in this world. We know that we have come across the importance of mental health, and how important it is that this sensitive subject should be addressed. So a lot of professionals are required for the same. So yes, you can have a career that can give you a lot of satisfaction, and along with some good paychecks. And then again, you have got Masters of Health Administration. Okay. Apart from that, if you really want, you can get into Masters of Science in Public Relations as well. Public Relations, again, one of the most sought after career, a career where a lot of people ensure that the public relations department should be well facilitated and regulated. That means especially the media houses, the publication houses, and if you've done your public relations, you can find your opportunities in basically in political careers, in government, in media, because they are looking for people who are highly skilled, and they are looking for people who understand the entire things of the industry basically. So again, what benefits and what opportunities you get. Before that, again, I'll tell you that what are the again language requirements. That's your IELTS score requirement. I think for IELTS you require 6 bands overall. Again, if you don't have 6, you can go for IELP, just provided that you're completely good with your communication skills, because in USA you have to face an interview, and in this interview you need to ensure that your thoughts and your ideas are extremely clear before you pass it on. So yeah, that's something very important thing. Okay, now okay, what more? Again, we do have application fees. The application fees are $35, and the processing for offer letter would be around 1 week. So you have to get this 1 week time, and we would be able to process it for you guys through Destination Next, because they being our very prominent channel partners. Henceforth, the process, they are the one, especially Mr. Gokul Shah. Again, we have got courses, as I've mentioned, in business, arts and sciences, health, education, and again we have got the extremely English language proficiency test as well. Apart from that, there is a pathway program too. In pathway program, there are a lot of courses. What exactly pathway program is? Where you can study there for 2 years, and after 2 years you can shift to bachelor's. But yeah, this 2 years they make you much more job ready. So you can technically find out your OPT or your internship opportunities there. So for that, the courses are, I will say something, so just be very attentive. It's automotive technology, it's computer, obviously the network support, computer systems technology, you've got cybersecurity, criminal justice, diesel technology, again a very prominent aspect, because these days the automobile industry is flourishing, the automobile industry is getting everywhere, and people are shifting from their normal day-to-day living to four-wheelers. So that's one of the thing. And again, you can study practical nursing as well. You can be practical nursing as in the registered nurse. So that too is very much prominent. And again, if you come from a background of mechanical engineering, you can pursue your welding or metal fabrication technology. I know that in India the welding is not that much prominent. I mean, not highly paid, but if you just Google out that the scope, the opportunities for welders and people who have done their metal fabrication or welding, they know its importance. They are never short of jobs. They are never short of unemployment. All right. Now that being said, I'll repeat one more aspect that I've told you clearly about the fee structure. So I'll take you through the entire fee structure, and when I take you through the fee structure, you can just take a note and pen and you can write it down, so that you can understand and you can realize that, so that you can remember basically, right? So that's something very important. I'll tell you the fee structure for the undergraduate and graduate both. Okay, for undergraduates it's 19,000 US dollars plus 1,500 is around for books and supplies. So overall you can consider around 20 to 21,000 US dollars per year, and then around 8,000 on an average your living expenses. And for graduate, that's after your bachelor's, it's somewhere around 22,000 US dollars. So that makes it quite competitive, because obviously it's a public university, and you get best of knowledge, you get best of the infrastructure and the best of the environment. And obviously I'll let you know that why exactly you should invest your time in MSUB. And let's say if you're planning for your intensive English language program, that's like for it would be around 2 months. So the fees are approximately 3,100 US dollars, and obviously the living expenses would be around 1,500 extra, because you are spending 2 more months extra out there. So that is one of the thing. Again, the application fees are 35,000 US dollars. We need your entire completed application form, your academic records. If you have got your IELTS scores, that's perfect. If you don't, I think that's completely fine. We again require your financial statement form and your bank letters as well. So for that, again, the team Destination Next and especially Mr. Gokul Shah. They are the right people to consult you. And again, yes, the student to teacher ratio is only 20:1. So what happens is you get a very practical knowledge, you get a very practical you know understanding of the subject that you are studying and that you are getting into. At Montana, all the faculties out here, they have gained tremendous industry knowledge. They are not the one who have been teaching all their lives. They are the one who have been into the industry, have understood the industry dynamics, and they have ensured that that the knowledge that they have acquired is worth shaping someone's future and is worth shaping someone's career. So again, overall, Montana is a very peaceful and a very beautiful state with a lot of opportunities. Why? Because it is very developing. As I said before, that it has been ranked as one of the best places for business as per Forbes magazine. And Billings, again, a beautiful city with a lot of architecture, with a lot of natural environment, a very peaceful setting. You have very laid back environment. It's not completely like hustle bustle, no pollution there, most importantly. And you get people across all the cultures. So I think that makes it one of the best places to be in Montana. So let's say if Montana is in your mind, if you really feel like this is the place where you should be, so you should approach Mr. Gokul Shah or the team Destination next today itself. And we are completely open for the January intake. This is still the right time to apply. Still, things can be worked out. And in case if you've not thought of, or in case if you're planning, so I would just say to hurry up and to speed up your decision, because see, it's at the end, it's about your career. And I really wish that you all guys do great, and I hope you stay safe, and all the best for your future. Thank you.